Day 788 being Christopher Cruz. It's 8:30 in the morning, going for a little walk. Whew, the mornings are rough. The mornings are rough. My back and neck is just like, or my neck, the muscle that goes from my neck to my back to my shoulder. I just wake up and I like can't even move. It's just like the worst. And I got some rice and I put it in a pillowcase and heated it up in the microwave, and that works really well. And I heated it up really early this morning, like 4 o'clock or something like that. And it was like too hot, so I wanted to like double bag it. So I wanted to like twist it and then flip it inside of itself again. And I did that. And then I woke up and I had rice everywhere. And I was like, what the heck? Is there a hole in the bag? I double twisted it, but I double twisted it the wrong way. So all I did was open it. But only like, I don't know, maybe 5% of the rice fell out. But I had like rice falling off me. I was like, what is going on? But yeah, the mornings are just so rough. It's just so much pain. I've never had like a back strain like this before. And I'm just joyful, believe it or not. Like, that's why I was gonna do this video, because I'm like, man, I was so excited to start going to the gym. And I went with a strained neck and I did exercises I shouldn't have done, and I made it way worse. And now I can't even go. And I'm not sleeping very well. So I just wake up super tired because I just can't get like really, really comfortable. So yeah, it's just really lame. But the good thing is that I've kept a great attitude the entire time. Not one time have I like been angry about it or sad or depressed or frustrated, or it's like been inconvenient, but yeah, it hasn't been like I don't know. The first morning I woke up and it was really bad. I was like, either this is coming from God or it's coming from the devil, but either way, God will make it great. There's a blessing out of this challenge, out of this struggle. Like, there's a blessing here. And I don't know, I don't think it's an accident that as soon as I sign up for the gym, I go one day and then I can't go because I can't freaking move. Like, all right, if it is an enemy attack, like I see it and I'm like, okay, well, it just shows how much the enemy doesn't want me to go to the gym. If it's not the enemy and if it's God, well, then God's trying to teach me something. So either way, I should be joyful because it will turn into something great. So yeah, I just got to roll with it. I'm not stressed out about it, not worried about it. It's not really getting better, but it might. I don't know. I'm joyful through it, which is cool. Like, over these last few months, I've learned so much about the challenges and the struggles. Like, all the big challenges and struggles that I've gone through over the last few months have led to just the biggest blessings, like blessings that I couldn't even have imagined. And so it's just like, I can focus on the challenge, I can focus on the struggle, I can focus on the pain, or I could just focus into the future of, man, I can't even imagine what God's going to bring me from this. You know, the Bible says we go from glory to glory, you know, like we go from mountaintop to mountaintop, but between every mountaintop is a valley. And the deeper the valley, the higher the mountain. So I've just learned that, like, the bigger the struggle, the bigger the breakthrough, the bigger the curse, the bigger the blessing. So my neck is like jacked up, and it's just like, okay, well, I know there's an amazing blessing at the end of this, so I just got to ride it through until it's gone. And in the meantime, trust God, have a great attitude about it, laugh about it, and just surrender. And that's what I'm doing. So it's just really messing up my sleep. Like, I'm just not all there, but it's all right. It's only temporary. So yeah, it's gonna like rain or something. I feel like it did rain. I have 5 calls today. I just woke up and did the first one. That was rough, but we got into it, got our energy going. And because it was rough for her too, to do a call at 6:30 in the morning. But we figured it out, huge breakthroughs. And so I have another call with someone who wants to do purpose coaching from church. He heard my testimony, and we had a great conversation with him and his wife, and he really is in a place where he wants to find his purpose. So that'll be a really good conversation. And then I have 2 or 3 coaching calls, something like that, and then a church call tonight. So I'm really excited to go back to that coffee shop, which I don't think I'm going to be able to go back. I mean, I definitely won't today. Too many calls, but maybe tomorrow morning. I'll see it. Nah, I'm going to have calls in the morning too. I'm going to have calls all day tomorrow too. So I'll have to go on Saturday, but it just has such good energy, such a good place to work. Super modern. Yeah, so, but I'm excited about everything that's going on and building this stuff. I sent out a survey to all my clients, got some really good feedback, which was helpful. Learning how to build out this app and use this platform, that's just going to be amazing. So doing a good job at keeping track, like that planner that I got a few weeks ago. I started using it, and it's really, really helpful to just keep me focused. Yeah, so it's good. Just going through a bit of a challenge, but it's only temporary. God's got it. So what is there to worry about? I was talking to my pastor about this yesterday, our campus pastor, in men's prayer. Like, we were talking about the story of Job, where God allowed the devil to attack him and take things away and put him through all these challenges. And I was like, so based on that, then the devil has to get permission to attack us. Like, God has to allow it, and God is all powerful, almighty, sovereign. Like, so he's in control of everything, which means, wouldn't that mean that any attack by the enemy is approved by God? And if it's approved by God, then we know it's coming from love, because it's meant to grow us or transform us or do something like that. And so then I was like, so then isn't there, like, if that's the case, shouldn't we never, ever be worried or stressed or scared? Because we know that even the attacks of the enemy are approved by God for our greater good. And he looked at me, he's like, you just have this way of asking questions that make you completely reevaluate your faith. And I was like, well, these are like important questions. Like, I don't know how most people aren't asking these questions. These are monumental questions, because if that is the truth, there's literally nothing to worry about ever. There's nothing to stress about ever. Even the worst things that are happening are approved by God, which means that they are for your greater good. So you don't have to resist any of it. So just thinking about it, it's like, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I got to get outside in the morning. Being in nature is just so nice, even though I'm in, on some kind of half ghetto street in LA. It's just nice being outside. Wakes me up. And I'm just like so in love with the life I'm living and what I'm building and the people in my life. And I'm just so blessed. I'm so incredibly blessed. It's almost Christmas time. My mom and dad are coming out. My grandpa might come out, which would just be amazing. My mom and dad are going to stay with me. We're going to just have some amazing laughs together and have fun and joke around and eat amazing food. And yeah, it's just going to be a great time. And I'm going to help both of them find their purpose, which is going to be amazing. It's just going to be a transformational 2 weeks or 10 days or whatever it's going to be. So, and I'm going to have money. I could buy them Christmas presents. I love buying people Christmas presents. So, yeah. I already have a list of what I'm going to get them. So, yeah. Yep. But I just freaking love my life. Strained neck and all, I still love it. And it's just going to get better. Like, it's just going to get better. And it's just like hard to believe that I could be more happy and more fulfilled and more excited than I am now. This is the blessing of God. Like, this is why it's so important to have God in your life. I wasn't saying this stuff before God. You could look back at the videos. I got 800 days in videos. I was not saying this stuff before God. We desperately need God in our lives. Like, life without God is just hell. It's just mindless, pointless suffering without God. So, yeah.